got in his sights is that man Hutchinson.
That's right, he's got one under his belt already. However, things may not be so easy this time around. We have a lot of potential race winners in this one. Certainly the whole of the front row, most of the second row as well, and most of the third row.
And every race today.
Oh, it's a cracking start from Amore. He's on the Honda this time, and it's going to be Amore. He's got the whole shot on how. William Dunlop, great start from him. Look at Guy Martin coming up from row 3.
And just getting his shoulders between those two. Johnson trying to stay with him, and Moore leading, Hutchie behind him. William Dunlop flew the front off the line, but what a good ride it was down the flying kilo. Pops him into second place.
Oh, Bruce Anstey. Yes, Bruce Anstey sat out the first race. This is his first piece of competitive action. I have to correct myself. Guy Martin, not row 3, but row 4. Look where he is.
He did that on Thursday. We had some races here around this circuit, and he came from row 4 to get on the podium. Is Guy Martin strong enough to last the pace in this race? Because I think this one's going to be a cracker.
As he goes past Ian Locker, Guy Martin, lots of questions about his...
Indeed, his fitness, his state of mind, absolutely everything. No questions about this man's state of mind. You're looking at the front end of Ian Hutchinson, and a lot of people, if they turn around, are going to be seeing that bearing down on them. But Amore's made the break again, Dave.
Yes, just as he did in the Supersport race. This time, though, William Dunlop is up there as Gary Johnson. Another cracking start from him. He's behind Ryan Farquhar. Michael Dunlop, much better start from him, and we should see him figure prominently in this race.
Watch Keith Moore through here. He's just superb through that corner. He gets the drive out of the corner as well. He ripped his tyres up in the last race. I wonder if he's going to do the same this time around.
You could see there from the aerial shot that he was carrying so much speed around that corner, and therefore that enabled him to continue that drive and that momentum around the circuit.
Through Quarterlands they go, heading out towards Ireland, and then it's Lockers, which used to be Boudor, didn't it? Before they renamed it after the 14 times winner of the Ulster Grand Prix. We're back with Guy Martin, and look how strong that Honda is.
And look how strong Guy Martin is. Again, we mentioned his fitness, and it may tell later in the day rather than now. Lots of question marks before this meeting about whether he could compete in all of these races, but certainly he's not letting it get to him at the early part of this race. Keith Moore, though,
oh, through the hedges. That is a fantastic corner. You can't see it from there, you can't see it from on, but you have to ride it. There was no space there, was there?
Well, that's the Michael Dunlop line, isn't it? If it's there, even if it's not there, he's going to take it. William Dunlop back in front of Hutchinson. Second place again for William Dunlop. These two have swapped positions.
Couple of times, yes. William Dunlop, already a winner around here, and he goes well on the 600, but he is, we know him for his 250 work, for his 125, for his 2 strokes, don't we?
Well, we know Guy Martin is not only takes Ryan Farquhar,
no, he doesn't.
I was going to say he's going to take Gary Johnson as well, but he didn't on that occasion, did he? Guy Martin then flying, Ryan Farquhar going backwards, unfortunately for him. He's had engine problems already this week. Keith Moore's not had any problems. Look at the back ends go like they slow for the hairpin. William Dunlop keeps it tight. Hutchinson won't get him around there as we look back. And there is Hutchinson in the picture. Yeah, cracking start. We saw Moore and Hutchinson in the first race of the day in the Superstock. This time we're seeing William Dunlop involved as well, and that will be giving the home fans something to cheer about.
There's plenty of them around this circuit. You can see clouds in the sky in the distance, but actually there's an awful lot of sunshine around here, and a lot of short-sleeved and t-shirts. People are out there with their deck chairs.
And plenty of thunder on the track as well, isn't it? Keith Moore on the 2008
said it
Honda.
Couldn't be done.
Yeah, the Honda, the 10 kart 800 that his best mate Johnny Ray competed on in World Supersport a couple of years ago.
Here comes Hutchie.
Yeah, here comes Hutchie, slipstreaming out of William Dunlop, and he wants to get him as they go down the flying kilo. Has he got him? I think he has. Or maybe not.
No, William says no, you haven't.
Hutchinson's in the middle of the road.
Something's got to give.
Yeah, I think Hutchinson should get him as they go around here. No! Dunlop.
Well, he's been Dunlopped, hasn't he? That's what's happened there.
And look how he's gained on Keith Moore.
That has. Normally, when you get two people scrapping like that, it takes them backwards. But this one seems to be carrying them forwards. Keith Moore is riding his laps, but these two are just
coming in. There they go.
Over the top, Dearly.
Coming up, yeah, Dearly. Coming up now. It's going to be. It looks like Hutchinson's through. I think he's through, is he? No, there's still so much time. He is. Ian Hutchinson. This is Deers Leap. Moore from Hutchinson. From William Dunlop, Michael Dunlop, then it's Guy Martin. Yes, Guy Martin in 5th place.
Front wheel of him, and that's Gary Johnson, number 11 behind him. Then there's a big gap back after that.
So, game on, people. Guy Martin, bike number 1, and he's had great days here at the Ulster Grand Prix. It may not happen for him this time around. It's his return to racing 7 weeks after that big crash.
Cameron Donald, I think, heading up the pack, trailing after this breakaway group. And all of these riders, Guy Martin included, Cameron Donald, I'm sure, and all the rest of them have all got their fans in groups around this circuit. So somewhere, somebody will be cheering for them. But who was that? That was Bruce Anstey.
Oh, a problem for William Dunlop. He's dropped right back. Bruce Anstey and Ryan Farquhar are about to pass him. And at the front, Michael Dunlop has now taken up where William has left off. Disappointment, though, for William Dunlop. He was going so strong over the opening couple of laps with the 2 men at the front. And now Michael Dunlop, well, you never, ever count out Michael Dunlop, can you?
No, will he be... Oh, who's that down? Ian Locker.
Ian Locker's gone down. Now, out of the hairpin, and that is strange because if you're going to go at the hairpin, it tends to be as you go into it and around. So maybe there's been some contact, possibly. I can't understand that Ian Locker has lost it.
Here comes Hutchie.
It is Hutchinson on Keith Moore. This is the run-up to Deers Leaf. Moore has the inside line, but Hutchinson has got it on the racetrack. So Ian Hutchinson has got the taste for victory, hasn't he?
Tell you what, Michael Dunlop's got the taste for second place, hasn't he, as well?
He's got the taste for first place.
Oh, wait a minute.
Keith Moore and Hutchinson side by side. Michael Dunlop wants to be involved as well. Great battle for fourth place involving Guy Martin. But this is the view from Michael Dunlop. And that is the target. Hutchinson has a look around to see what's going on. Keith Moore is the man who leads.
Normally, if you have the time to look round under your arm and see who's behind you, the person behind you is the person in front of you. Hutchie got away with that one, but not got much space, has he now, because Dunlop is right on his back wheel.
That's right. Keith Moore is on the ageing bike, remember, but it's a bike with pedigree. The men in second and third, they're on brand new machinery for this year, 2010. Hutchie had his machine built in February this year. It's the one that he's used at the TT and in BSB. And also Michael Dunlop, his machine built brand new this year.
Got a little bit of a toe off Hutchie, but not as much as the one Hutchie's just got off Keith Moore, but he had to come out to try and pass, and it didn't happen for him.
It didn't quite happen, but I think what we're witnessing here is something akin to a punch-up in a phone box, isn't it? The three of them are that close together on the road. Hutchinson is right in Keith Moore's slipstream. The road widens here as well, isn't it? This could be a big opportunity for Hutchinson.
Michael Dunlop's just dropping back a little bit from these two, but I'm not surprised. They are so ferocious. What have we got going on here? Who's number 24?
Michael Pearson going through. Is that looks like Michael Pearson on bike 36? We're back with the man at the front though. Michael Dunlop maybe just missed a gear or something. It's so fast and furious, the Dundrod circuit, and there's Hutchinson, maybe this time as they go to the left-hander, and Moore slams it again. Another blocking manoeuvre from him, more defensive from the Scotsman, and wow, where is this one going to end up?
It's going to end in a couple of laps' time. Don't forget that this race has lost a lap because of the red flag incident we had earlier on, so all the more reason for these boys to get their heads down and get on with it.
What about Ian Hutchinson there? Did you see the way the Honda squirmed underneath him as he scrubbed off the speed to go into the hairpin? They're back on the power again now though, aren't they? We're with Michael Dunlop still in third place, and don't be surprised to see the men in front. Okay, Moore and Hutchinson swapping first place between them, but maybe, just maybe, Michael Dunlop could nick this right at the end. How upset would those two be?
How upset would they be? How happy would Michael Dunlop be? But you just saw the way those bikes changed direction. They flicked those 600s from side to side. It's so physical. Oh, look out!
Yeah, Hutchinson again. He keeps taking this line. He's more central and more goes wider as they go round. Guy Martin and Gary Johnson, we can't discount them as well. What a great duel they're having, but we're with Michael Dunlop along the flying kilo. This is what like, here goes Dunlop, is it? Could be, he's gone alongside Hutchinson, and he's now trying to take him more as well. He won't get past the ball, but he's through to second place. Hutchinson drops back to third, and we really have game on.
Whew, that is the flying kilo, that's why they call it that. Down towards Leathamstown now, and they'll be on the brakes at any moment for this very slow second gear corner. There aren't many of those.
Yeah, watch see the back ends go light yet again, and the man that will be brimming with confidence at this moment in time is Michael Dunlop, but he might have the rug just swept from under his feet from Ian Hutchinson. Here comes Hutchinson side by side. Has he going? No, he's still there. Maybe now though they are side by side. It is going to be Hutchinson as they go towards flying. Oh
yes! Oh, he's through. Oh no, he's not.
He's
Michael
not.
Dunlop braved that one out. We should have known that from him, shouldn't we?
If you're going to go shoulder to shoulder with Michael Dunlop, there's pretty much
James
only one winner.
McBride. Is that James McBride?
It is McBride. He's gone onto the grass at Leathamstown. Whoa.
Yes, gets it all back. sat up properly and carries on. That was a nasty moment for him. There's some more nasty moments in store for this lot, though.
Michael Dunlop is the sandwich between Keith Moore and Ian Hutchinson, but so many buts still to go.
How long for?
Exactly. Hutchinson's
Two
having
corners,
another
one
go
corner.
then. Here goes Hutchinson. He's great through here, but will he carry enough speed to take Dunlop? Dunlop also trying to get a more. All three of them, though, no change in position. Michael Dunlop, though, is going to try and get through. This is it. This could be Michael Dunlop's moment. He's through. He leads. Michael Dunlop from Keith Moore. Hutchinson trying to take a more as well, but it's not. It's now Michael Dunlop who leads. What a sensational race we've got. Michael Dunlop from Keith Moore and Hutchinson. What can they do to respond to what Michael Dunlop's done? And this is the answer.
Comes straight back at him.
Both going through. Michael Dunlop will be cursing under the helmet. The Tass boys are surrounding Ryan
in the middle.
Farquhar. He's filling in the Tass sandwich. Bruce Anstey and Cameron Donald just behind. But it's a more from Hutchinson. Michael Dunlop looks around to see who's around.
If there's anybody else involved in this.
Can't be anyone coming through.
Over the top at Wheelers they go, and they come up to this lovely left turn at the top at Turnergraph. It's wonderful through here on a bike when you get it late. Look, using all of the road and a bit of the grass at the side as well, I think.
Yeah, Hutchinson just getting half his backside across and getting his power to the right side of the bike. And Michael Dunlop still in third position. Oh, and the last lap flag will be coming out in a moment. And we've got just over 7 more miles of this to go.
I don't think I could stand 7 miles of this. I don't know how they're going to manage another 7.5 miles. Through the quarries, the quarry bends on the run downhill. Never used to be overtaking down here, but there is now, and you will see it again later on in the day, I'm sure. Michael Dunlop not close enough to challenge, not close enough either to get in the slipstream on the kilo either.
At this moment, but we'll soon see Moore and Hutchinson. And again, any thoughts of tactics have gone straight out the window. Gary Johnson trying to get past Guy Martin as well. He just can't get past, can he? The Suzuki just made me not having the power to get past.
No, I think that's all it is, you know. He's shaking his head again. He knows he could be quicker if he could get past Guy Martin, but he just can't do it. And that Honda's just got enough power to keep him behind.
Ian Hutchinson.
Door closed very firmly.
It was, and here is Martin and Johnson on the flying kilo. But we're back with the race leaders. Michael Dunlop is far from out of it, isn't he, in third position. Hutchinson attacking yet again. Attacking.
Moore shuts that one
and
in
Moore
his face.
defending into Levenstown. Look at the speed that Dunlop will carry in here. He's so fast into the corners, and he doesn't carry as much corner speed as the men in front of him, and he tends to lose it on the drive out of the turn. As you can see there, the gap that he's lost.
Piles in the pot and comes out scrabbling for grip, spinning up the back wheel. As the track temperature comes up, that'll get better and better for him, yes.
Richard, Ian Hutchinson goes through on Keith Moore as they go over Dearsley. Now there are plenty of opportunities for Keith Moore to fight back, and also for Michael Dunlop. Such a fantastic part of the circuit as well. There are so many fantastic parts of this circuit, and this is why we're getting such great racing. Farquhar is ahead of Anstey.
And Cameron Donald is the man behind. They're a long way from that red-hot battle at the front, but they're having a scrap of their own. They won't know a thing about it. Here we go, Keith Moore.
No, not here, not here.
It's quite a slow corner.
Hutchinson has the line. So it's Ian Hutchinson from Keith Moore from Michael Dunlop. Which one is going to stand on top of the podium at the end of this race?
Flat through islands. You do not back off at all for that left-hander. The road drops away as you go off the edge there, and you just keep it pinned. And Hutchie, Keith Moore, pulling around in the slipstream, trying to find a way past. He's lost a bit of ground there, hasn't he?
Mistake from Keith Moore, perhaps. Yeah, he's lost some ground, and Ian Hutchinson is looking good for win number 2 at the Ulster Grand Prix in our second race of the day. Michael Dunlop may just have a little bit too much to do now if he's going to take the checkered flag ahead of the Englishman and the Scotsman.
Hutchie's good up here, as you said before. This part of the lap really suits him. After the windmill, Jordan's cross on the run up to Wheelers, he really is good. We've seen him use the speed of his machine up there, and Ryan Farquhar's got this relentless Taz Suzuki duo stalking him around the circuit. He's just hanging on to the lead of that little battle.
Yes, the battle for 5th place. Bruce Anstey 6th, Cameron Donald 7th, but this is where all eyes are at present.
Fine, certainly. Hutchie leads Keith Moore. Michael Dunlop, and last 2 laps we've written him off at this point and said he's too far back, he'll drop out of it, and he's caught them in the slipstream on the kilo, and he's caught right up with them this time. Hutchie and Moore, different lines completely.
Black one left by Hutchinson as well. Oh, a mistake perhaps, maybe a missed gear from Keith Moore then, maybe had the wrong selection, but certainly stumbled on the exit of the hairpin.
Just snatched at him, didn't it, as he got the gas on. We're riding with Michael Dunlop, that's his back wheel vibrating, feeling the amount of power he's trying to put down on the tarmac. He is a little bit further behind these two, but and Keith Moore is a little bit further behind Hutchie now, isn't he?
He is, just over a lap still to go. Ian Hutchinson from Keith Moore from Michael Dunlop.
Heads down, tails up, and on to the run downhill. Well, it's all downhill from the top of the circuit. Last lap's flag being shown. I wish they hadn't done that. I could do with 2 more. This is too good to miss, isn't it?
Keith Moore, you can see now what that's costed. Before, we've seen him and Hutchinson go over the finish line together, and now this time, going into the last lap, he is playing catch-up, and that's not what he wanted, is it?
No.
However, he has got the equipment in which to be able to catch Ian Hutchinson, the race leader, right up.
He's also got Michael Dunlop breathing effectively down his neck. No further away from him than he is from Hutchie, and you watch them close up as they get to Leathamstown.
Yeah, Moore is closing up, and it's all about the exit speed, isn't it, from the corner?
Gets on the gas hard. Hutchie knows that he needs the drive out of there, and I think he did the job there. He knows that Keith Moore can reel him in by half a length going into corners like that on the brakes. But now look at him going up the hill.
Yeah, up towards Deers Leap. Michael Dunlop perhaps just too far out of it at this stage in the race to take the top step, but it's Hutchinson versus Moore as they go around Deers Leap. Look how wide Michael Dunlop's exit was there as well. It really was committed. Michael Dunlop will try and keep everything. Nothing will faze him as Moore has a look inside Hutchinson, and also Johnson goes past.
Oh, banging fairings.
No!
Hutchie and Keith Moore and Michael Dunlop. It's going on all around this circuit. Everyone's got something to watch wherever you are at the moment. There's something happening on the circuit right under your nose, and right under Keith Moore's nose now, and that's not where he wants him. That's Ian Hutchinson.
Look at them all though. The speed of the Honda, the 10 Carde Honda, or the ex-10 Carde Honda of Keith Moore as he goes past Ian Hutchinson. Can he hold on to the position? He can. So Keith Moore on the last lap leads from Ian Hutchinson.
This is what he wants to do now. Can he fend off Hutchinson all the way up the top to Wheelers? If he gets to the chicane, he's probably got it done, hasn't he?
He can. You could see the speed there that Hutchinson was carrying into the corner, but he had to shut it off because Moore slammed the door in his face.
Hutchie's right behind him. This is where Hutchie is good. You've said it before. And Guy Martin seems to have shut Gary Johnson down, doesn't he?
I think Gary Johnson's got a problem by the looks of things. It doesn't look like Gary Johnson's going to make it to the end of this race. These 3 are, though, into the hairpin.
Hutchie skates.
Hutchinson's trying everything because this really is possibly his last opportunity. Great drive by Moore on the Honda. Michael Dunlop, I don't think he's close enough now, is he, to get involved?
No, he's not.
It looks like it's going to be Keith Moore's race. It's got to be. It's
one more chance
to lose.
One more chance for Hutchie.
It's Keith Moore's race to lose, though, isn't it? And you can't see him giving this one up, can you? Look, Hutchinson is trying, but Keith Moore is keeping it pinned. Michael Dunlop, it's going to be 3rd place for him. Here comes Hutchinson. No. Oh, yes! He's got it.
Keith Moore almost moved aside and gave him that.
Perfect line from Ian Hutchinson. What a finish. I can't remember the last time I've seen anyone go through there. And wonderful from Ian Hutchinson. And he's going to take it. Keith Moore can't believe it. I can't believe it. Michael Dunlop is dismayed to take 3rd. But what a performance from Ian Hutchinson. What a fantastic move. Maybe it will be the move of the day. This is the battle for
We've lost
4th
Cameron
place.
Donald.
Yeah, we have. We've also lost Gary Johnson. This is 5th place. It's going to be Bruce Anstey ahead of Ryan Farquhar. But whoa, what another great race here at Dundrod.
Fantastic. Michael Dunlop's got nothing to be disappointed at. Anyone who was 3rd